Welcome back. If you're like me, of course, you're still planning your Christmas dinner.
And you, Bonnie, are not the only one.
Yes.
Peabody Hotel executive chef Andreas Kisler is in the Cole's kitchen to give a traditional Southern dish a little holiday flair because, Andreas, as we know, Christmas just a couple of days away, New Year's about a week or so away. What you got for us?
Well, we have, first of all, we have Christmas brunch.
Yes.
Which is on the 25th, of course. It's in the Peabody, of course, that too. And it starts at 10 o'clock, and last seating is at 2:30. But I recommend to take reservations very soon.
And usually that sells out very quickly.
Out very quickly.
Okay,
yes.
so call
So we're
first.
doing very good there. Please call first. Don't just show up because you might be very disappointed and having a long waiting time.
A very long
We want to
waiting
avoid that. What we're going to do today is fried green tomatoes.
Okay.
Very southern thing, very usual. And we're doing this because we actually have that particular dish on the brunch for Saturday.
Very good.
You know, and we always like to serve that because people really enjoy it.
And again, and I know fried green tomatoes are a southern delicacy. Is it something that you traditionally think about during Christmas as well, though?
Probably not as much, but you know, people do enjoy it a lot, and I think we have put a little bit of twist on it.
Okay.
We put a little bit of different servings with it, and so I want to just show you a little bit how to make them in the first place, and it's pretty simple, I think.
Okay. Go right ahead. Where do we start here?
If we just start right here.
Okay.
Start with the flour. It's very simple.
Now, about how much flour are you going to put on there?
Just that. Then we have the best thing is to take it, just pat it off a little bit.
Okay.
Then you go through here.
What is this?
This is just egg.
Oh, okay.
Egg and a little bit of olive oil we put in there, just to make it thin it out a little bit.
Okay.
And the olive oil gives a little bit of crisp to the crust. Then if I may, you know, if you just go there, we do this.
It all looks so simple.
It does. It does. Andreas does make it. It makes it look very simple.
Something tells me he has a magic touch.
He does have a touch.
And then we have hopefully the oil is hot enough, which is it.
Okay.
And it starts sprinkling up like this.
Now, you will actually cook this for about how long?
It gets until it's golden brown. That is, so we have a couple of prepped up already. Add them in here. And when you hear that little sizzle,
we hear
that is doing the work.
We hear it. Has this been a really fan favorite, so to speak, over at the Peabody over the years? What have you found?
We started this about 4 years ago. I had this idea to do fried green tomatoes. You know, I kind of like them myself, and I really do. And you know, it was just something that I got to get used to it. And as I came over here, and I really said, this is interesting. So then I looked into it, and I said, yeah, this is kind of cool. So then, how can we do it to serve it for 800 people? So I decided, well, you know, we're going to make it fresh, right in front of the guest, and that's what we're doing. We're serving it just like you would see it here. We're serving it fresh in the guest, and then it's started to really become a tradition. So every single brunch, I said, okay, well, just do it one time. But interesting enough, as we we had a Mother's Day brunch and we didn't have it, people started to ask us, where's this tomatoes? So from then I was stuck with them, and from now...
stuck with people demanded their fried green tomatoes. We want them back.
That is correct, and that was kind of what we ended up with.
Well, now I imagine that, you know, everybody has their own secret recipe when they're making fried green tomatoes. Everything's a little bit original. Is that the same with you?
I would, well, you know, I used a little bit of, first of all, not everybody uses flour and egg. I think that's something that not everyone does, and I really don't know, because I kind of brought a little bit from my country, where we have that Wiener Schnitzel, which is so famous, and I kind of brought some of this stuff into it. I said the flour holds a little bit more on the egg on it, holds it tighter to it. Then we mix our thing. It's not just cornmeal, it has a little bit of breadcrumbs in it to give it a crisp to it, and then we also use fresh herbs with it, like thyme, you know, fresh thyme, fresh rosemary, and fresh parsley, and chop that up and put it in there. And so that's what we do. And we also serve different things. What we do on brunch, we serve different things.
What else do you have over there?
Like we have here, this is a homemade onion jam, which we make ourselves. And that's something that we cook the onions for 4 to 5 hours. Okay. Cook them and then treat them like you would make jam. You put a little bit of sugar in there, but you use also soy sauce and different
Is it a sweet taste, or what's the taste like?
If you would like to, I'll give you a little bit of a taste.
Please do. Let's see what you get.
There we go.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Sweet onion.
It has, but it has a spice to it too. It gives a little bit spicy to it. Then we also actually make our own, and this is all southern really. It comes from there. We also make our own spiced vegetables. which we blanch in vinegar and in water and spices and herbs, and we serve that with those. And then we have little bell pepper ragouts,
right,
and some pearl vegetables, and of course bacon and sauces.
Very quickly here, we mentioned the Christmas menu a little bit earlier. We're also kind of shifting gears towards New Year's too. What's on the menu then?
Well, New Year's we have the two restaurants, which is Capriccio is offering a $60 special, and it's really good. And then we have the Chez Philippe, which is of course always their classic, great menu that they have. And then we have also two functions, which is one is called the Wild Side and the Scene. And there's one is in the Scene is Andy Charles, which I think should be very well known, and the other one is called Lord and Louise.
We know how to reach you over at the Peabody. So many great restaurants over there, and we're going to continue to get ready to dig in. There's the information about the Christmas brunch right there on the screen, and don't forget to make your reservations.
Yes.
Here we go.
Do that right away, right?
Okay.
And there's the finished product right there.
That is the finished product right there, as it should look.
That looks delicious.
Okay. Andreas, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, too. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you. Thank you.
Good to have you.
Thank you. Nice having you.
Coming up next, how you can be our guest, and we'll have some more music coming up.
Yeah.